Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Hey everyone, it's Lily720. Today we will be playing my absolute favorite game of all time. Yes, we are playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I am so excited to be playing this game again. Like, seriously, I am not lying when I say it's my absolute, hands-down favorite. Just a little bit of quick information about this game. It was developed and published by Nintendo for the Super Nintendo. It is the 3rd game in the Legend of Zelda series, and it was released in Japan in 1991 and in North America and Europe in 1992. And just a little disclaimer, I've said already twice that it's my favorite. I have witnessed this game being played about, 20 to 30 times in my lifetime, but I myself have only played it once. I've really only ever watched my sister play it. And it was actually for the purposes of this walkthrough that I played through it myself. And so the disclaimer part is I'm not very good at this game. I get lost easily. I can kind of remember most of the layouts of, the overworld and the dungeons, but overall I'm just not that good. So please, keep your angry comments to a minimum. I know I suck. I am saying I suck right now. Any attention called to my shortcomings will basically be futile because I already know that I'm not that great at this game. And so, I don't remember if I had anything else to say, but until I can remember that, let's just get started. Real quick, I love the way you choose your name in this game. I always thought it was cool, this little crosshair system. Anyway, we're going to just name our game Link. And, let's just start it up. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. There goes Link's uncle. Off to save the day. And he told us not to leave the house, but Yeah, we're gonna leave the house. Of course we're going to leave the house. What heroes would we be if we listened to authority? We'd be horrible heroes. Here we get the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. This is the first of 3 opportunities you'll have to get this item. And you actually can't use it yet because in order to use this item, like many of the other items you get in this game, you need magic, which is that empty black bar at the very upper left of the screen. We'll find enough magic around by the time we need to use it. So other than a lamp we can't use, we really start with nothing. All we can do is lift up bushes. And we can jump down here, find more bushes. There's really no point to this, I guess, me just walking around. Your path is blocked off to the east and to the south by these soldiers. And I don't want to go that way because that leads back up to the house. So what we want to do is just come up here. Help me, I am in the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside. So that was Zelda talking to us. That's basically what you want to be looking for. You just want to go to the north. You don't have to worry about getting lost because, like I said, the Hylian soldiers will block off your path. You just want to come up here, and this bush that has the little outline around it, it actually leads to a pit that we can fall down. And here, we're in a secret passage under the castle, and here's our uncle. Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... And we don't really seem to care. We just take his stuff and move on. But, he seems dead now, but he'll be okay. And now we can fight things! This is the first time we encounter enemies. And now we can kill them. Here, we got some magic underneath the pots. And this chest, it has 5 rupees in it. This is the second chance we have of finding the lantern. After you find it, the other unopened chests will just contain 5 rupees, as you have seen. So we'll make our way out here. Now we can cut the bushes instead of lifting them up. And we can make our way all around. These green soldiers right here with the short swords, they kind of just walk around. They're as strong as their counterparts with the long swords, but they don't charge after you like this one does. The ones with the long swords will follow you, the ones with the short swords won't. And here we have Hyrule Castle. Technically the first dungeon of the game, although I kind of consider it like level 0, not like a real dungeon. I don't know why, it's kind of like preliminary. Like I said, level 0, it's not actually the first dungeon because this isn't really like one of your main tasks, I suppose. I mean, rescuing the princess, I realize does seem like a big deal, but you know, in the way Zelda games go is you always have to collect something in the dungeons, and right here you're not really getting any of those things that you're collecting, so I don't consider it to be the first dungeon. Technically it is, and other people probably do. That's just me being weird. And this dungeon really isn't that hard at all. You just kind of follow my path, not very many ways to get lost. That guy dropped a key, and here we get the dungeon map. Let's take a quick look at the map. Alright, here we are. Now we can see everything. The lighted rooms are rooms that we've been to. The dark rooms are rooms we haven't been to yet. The blinking box on the screen, that is, I guess, the current quadrant of the map that we're in. And then the blinking dot is us. Small white squares are staircases that will take us to a higher or lower floor, and then the large white arrows they sort of resemble, those are entrances into the dungeon. And on the left-hand side, you can see Link's face next to one of the floors, and that's just, the floor that we're currently on. Really simple stuff, and I actually really like the map systems in this game. I always thought they were really good, and we're gonna wait for that guy to get over there so we can knock him off. Yes! Alright, so pretty much we just wanna, keep making our way lower. We wanna get to the basement floor. And here, I know we just, killed our third, but here is the first place that we encounter blue Hylian soldiers, and they're a little bit stronger than the green ones. They do the same amount of damage, which is about half a heart for each hit, but they take one more hit than the green soldiers do. The green soldiers take 2 hits from your starting sword to kill. The blue ones will take 3 hits, and red ones that you'll see later, they take 4. And as your swords get better, the number of sword hits they require to kill will go down by 1. So when you get like the final sword, almost everything will die in 1 or 2 hits, and it's really awesome. Here, this soldier will drop a key, and in this chest is one of the greatest items ever. The boomerang. We're going to switch to it right now. It is so helpful. You get a later item that's actually, I suppose it technically is better, but for starting out, you just toss it and you can stun enemies, and that's really helpful, especially when you have a lot of them charging at you at once. And I always love that this entire area right here is a whole floor in this dungeon. I don't know why they couldn't just make one staircase. Graphical limitations? I really don't know. I don't see how that would be a factor, but it might be. I don't know. I don't design games. Here we have a pretty strong enemy. He doesn't stun, or he stuns for like a second. He throws a ball and chain at you, and I'm not really sure how many sword hits he takes, but he dies within 2 pots. So we're just going to do that. Throw 2 pots at him, and he will drop the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. One such lock is this to Zelda's jail cell, so let's open it. And before we talk to her, we'll open this chest. It contains 5 rupees. This is the third chance that we have to get the lamp. So if you don't get it in any of the first 2 chests, you can get it here. So now let's talk to the princess. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Yes. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. So, to return back to the first floor, you pretty much go exactly the same way that you came. It's really not that difficult. And in the meantime, while we go back, I thought of what I wanted to say earlier in the video, and I was going to talk about how, it's not that interesting, I suppose, maybe just to me, but this game was first released in the year that I was born. I was born in 91, it was first released in 91, so I think it's kind of cool that it ends up being my favorite. It's like I have some kind of tie to it or something, because, we're the same age or something, I don't know. It's like it's not a coincidence that we were born in the same year. Okay, that's me being weird. One of many times that I will be weird in this walkthrough. So if you enjoy weirdness, I suppose you're watching the right video. Okay, we just want to make our way back up, and I like to kill those things in case they drop hearts, which I know I'm only missing half a heart, but I still like to be full whenever possible. We came in from the left side, so I'm gonna go back to the first room through the right side just to show it off. It's really no different except the one of the rooms is bigger, but god damn it. One of the rooms is bigger, but really it doesn't lead anywhere else extra special. At least not that I know of. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same. You have a bigger area here. Yep, that is all. So now we're back in the main room. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Ooh. Okay, so you want to come up the center stairs here to get to the second floor. And just past these guards because they're going to charge after you, but they can't come upstairs, so they're stuck down there. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. So we get to use teamwork with Zelda. Push the shelf all the way to the right. Now we can go in. And like she said, it is dark. We can see this much because we have the lamp with us. And here, this is a torch that we can light. And pretty much, there are only like 3 different types of enemies you'll face in these areas, like the underground and sewer areas. And they're rats, like the ones we've seen here, ropes, which we'll see next, and keys, which are basically bats. So let's light it up. Ropes will like to get in line with you and then charge. And they kind of suck when there's some coming from you, like from the side and from the top or bottom. They just take like a couple of sword hits to kill. They're not a lot to handle, only like when there are a lot of them coming at you. But when there's like 1 or 2, they're really not that big a deal. They take like a half a heart of damage. Keys and the rats, I believe they only do like a quarter heart. And they don't animate that. I guess the game couldn't show half a heart being taken, but it takes 2 of their hits to take half a heart. So, you know, just by basic math, a quarter of a heart. In the chest we have a key, and I love how bright it is, and of course as soon as I say that it fades. After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful. Yes, let's. There are a lot of rats in here, and I don't think they can move through the water. So every time I play, there's always one stuck on this little island over here. And the rats tend to drop a lot of money, which is good. I mean, you can make about 100 rupees or so in the very beginning of the game. Son of a bitch. The rats, even though they move in square or rectangle patterns, I find them to be a little unpredictable. Like, how long they run isn't always the same. And I'm not sure if they will always turn in the same direction. If they always turn right or left from where they are. But I don't know, usually when I get hit by them, it's because I kept going. I wasn't expecting them to turn when they did or something. And because they drop a lot of money, I recommend killing all of them. Oh, and that one dropped a key, so that was awesome. And just as I thought, I like having as much light as possible in these rooms. I don't know why, it just kind of freaks me out when it's dark. Especially when rats are just running at you in the dark. This wall here is breakable, but we can't break it yet. We'll be able to come back here when we can break those, and we're definitely coming back here because there's pretty good stuff behind there. Thank you for dying. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost out of here. Ooh, dropped a 20. So many rats, my god. I swear, this is like an attic or something. Thank you. See, I like this when they... Damn it, I missed my opportunity. Okay. See, look, we already have over 100 rupees. Sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. If you... Fuck. Only one of these switches will work, and if you pull the wrong one... she just tells us to pull the lever. If you pull the wrong one, then I think either bombs or ropes will drop from the ceiling. And, basically it's the right one that you want to pull. And then you come through here, and we've made it to the sanctuary. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Link? Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, "Once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the wise men will open." Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it! You can! I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry, seek the elder. Do you understand? Yes, if only because I don't want to listen to that again. And here we get our first heart container. Our heart level increased, we're up to 4 hearts, and that is awesome. Alright, so we'll make our way outside, and we are greeted by grand music at a bright, happy, sort of happy Hyrule. I mean, I don't know, at least it's not raining. Okay, so I think we have to go see the elder. That's our next step, but we're going to do that next time. I am walking up and down this path for no apparent reason. Oh, and I moved a little to the left. Oh well, now that that's done, let's come out here. Oh, real quick, we're gonna kill this guy so we don't have to deal with him later. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I shall see you later.